Hi, this is Yogi Cameron, and I want to speak to you about productivity and how to be the most productive you can today. Because there's a few things that you can do, and I know it's going to help you because it helps me, and I get it from other people who are really motivated at things. So I pass it on to you today. One of the things you need to do is see what's behind your motivation. What's going on? What's happening with your motivation? Because your motivation is what's going to be driving you forward. It's going to be testing you. It's going to get you through those tests and those challenging moments. And you need to know, what's motivating me? Why do I want to do this thing that I want to do? Because the productivity level behind it is going to be that motivation, that willpower, that discipline, all of that stuff. But that driving force, that enthusiasm that you have, it's all going to be the driving force behind why you're doing something. So I've started sometimes a project and I haven't finished it. Why? Because when I look back, I say, I wasn't really motivated in finishing it because it's kind of like a nice idea. I thought I liked it, but I didn't think it through. And I didn't have the follow-through because I wasn't that motivated. It was kind of like a nice idea. And I got kind of distracted. So to stop you doing that, I'm telling you this because if you understand your motivation behind something before starting, you're going to save yourself a lot of time. And then you're also going to be much more specific about what you do. And that way you can zone in and get on with what you're supposed to do rather than go flip-flop, trying to work out what is it that I want to do. The second point is using your time in a productive way. So I know sometimes I'm sitting at the computer 8 hours, but really I could have got this work done in 4 hours. Why? I'm not being productive with my time because the computer makes me tired. I should really be taking a few more breaks. These kind of RF waves and radiation and stuff that comes off electronics really wears down on the body. It makes it heavy, right? It doesn't give us the energy. It takes away a lot of our energy. So what I do is I get up, I have a tea, I come back, and I take little breaks. But I try to use my time as productively as possible, and I'm focusing on what I'm doing. And that's the next point. Are you focusing on the most important aspects of what you want to do, or are you distracted by all the periphery stuff and all the other people? Because if you're not focused on primarily what you're doing, everything else can come along. It could be an email, it could be a video, it could be a YouTube, it could be a text, and it will distract you from moving forward and moving into that zone you need to of being productive. So the first thing is, am I motivated by what I do? The second thing is, am I using my time as productively as possible? And thirdly, am I focusing in on what I should be doing? Or am I distracted by many other things? So ask yourself these 3 questions and then jump into the task at hand. Because that way you won't stop in the middle and think, oh my God, what am I doing? That way you won't waste your hours of time and you'll be productive with it. And at the same time, you'll be very focused in what you do without letting anybody else distract you. Think about that today, and I hope it's useful to you. Namaste.